Oh yeah, we're back. स्पीच ऐड ऑन कर ले। साला लाइट भाग की थी। इतना तूफान का मौसम हो रहा है यहाँ पर, जैसे इसमें बारिश वो जैसे इसमें भटका हो रहा है। इधर उधर क्या देख रहा है मेरा भाई? तो वो देखो, यहाँ पे कोई था। कैंप पे फायर कैंप पे फायर पिट है मतलब।
Nothing.
पता है धोती से पहन रखी है मैंने। पता ही चैड है साला, आराम से चले जा रहा है बर्फ में इलेक्ट्रिक कपड़ा के। ये चैड आदमी है, कैसे कपड़े पहन रखे हैं सर्दी में। वीडियो की भी आवाजें चालू हो गई।
Numbers. Recent.
आग में एम्बर्स हैं। नहीं, दोबारा लाइट भाग गई। आ गई, बच गया मैं। जल्दी चल, भेड़िया आने वाले हैं। यार, मेरे को पता नहीं है, मुझे बर्फ में भी ऐसा लगता है जैसे पानी में लगता हो। वो रहा हमारी कैंप साइट हो रही।
There! It's him!
Thank the Maker.
What would you have me tell them? This isn't what we asked them to do.
We cannot simply ignore this. We must find a way.
And who put you in charge? We need a consensus or we have nothing.
Please, we must use reason. Without the infrastructure of the Inquisition, we're
I
hobbled.
can't come from nowhere.
She didn't say it could.
Enough! This is getting us nowhere.
Well, we're agreed on that much.
Shh. You need rest.
They've been at it for hours.
They have that luxury thanks to you. The enemy could not follow, and with time to doubt, we turn to blame. Infighting may threaten as much as this Corypheus.
Yes, Corypheus now.
Do we know where Corypheus and his forces are?
We are not sure where we are, which may be why, despite the numbers he still commands, there is no sign of him. That, or you are believed dead, or without Haven, we are thought helpless, or he girds for another attack. I cannot claim to know the mind of that creature, only his effect on us.
I should have.
They're arguing about what we do next. I need to be there.
Another heated voice won't help.
Oh, I can. I'm the protagonist.
Especially yours. Our leaders struggle because of what we survivors witnessed. We saw our defenders stand and fall. And now we have seen him return. The more the enemy is beyond us, the more miraculous your actions appear, and the more our trials seem ordained. That is hard to accept, no?
Ordained का मतलब क्या होता है?
What we have been called to endure. What we perhaps must come to believe.
Okay, fanatic belief is to blame. I believe that's enough. This waste of time. मैंने थर्ड चूज करा था तो मैं सिक्स चूज करना चाहता हूँ. मैं सिक्स चूज करना चाहता हूँ लेकिन थर्ड करना पड़ेगा मेरे को स्टोरी के लिए.
Perhaps I was meant for this, but that didn't help at Haven. I want to believe Andraste is with me, but doubt is everywhere.
Meaning of ordained. Make someone a priest or prime minister, confer holy orders on. Order something officially. This is what we are ordained.
Shadows fall and hope has fled.
यार कतई ऑटो ट्यून है इसकी आवाज में. ऑटोमेटिक ऑटो ट्यून सही है यार.
The dawn will come. The night is long and the path is dark. Look to the sky for one day soon. The dawn will come. The shepherd's lost and his home is far. Keep to the stars, the dawn will come. The night is long and the path is dark. Look to the sky for one day soon. The dawn will come. Bear your blade and raise it high. Stand your ground, the dawn will come.
चल बस आया आदमी बेचारा हानि दुनिया में.
Look to the sky for one day
चलो भैया मोराल तो मिल गया.
Faith is made stronger by facing doubt. Untested, it is nothing.
A word. A wise woman, worth heeding. Her kind understand the moments that unify a cause. Or fracture it. The orb
अरे यार मैं प्रोटैगनिस्ट हूँ. मेरे पास रिलीज स्लो हो रहा है. करिश्मा है मेरे पास.
Used the orb to open the breach. Unlocking it must have caused the explosion that destroyed the conclave. I do not yet know how Corypheus survived, nor am I certain how people will react when they learn of the orb's origin.
And how do you know this?
All right. What is it and how do you know about it?
They were foci, used to channel ancient magics. I have seen such things in the Fade, old memories of older magic. Corypheus may think it Tevinter. His empire's magic was built on the bones of my people. Knowing or not, he risks our alliance. I cannot allow it.
एल्फ के उस पे बनाया. इनकी सारी एंशिएंट टेक्नोलॉजी एल्फ की है. Okay. You're right to be worried.
This whole mess is confusing. I can see how elves might be an easy target.
History would agree. But there are steps we can take to prevent such a distraction.
चलो मेरे पीछे आओ. Boys and girls, follow me.
By attacking the Inquisition, Corypheus has changed it. Changed you. Scout to the north. Be their guide. There is a place that waits for a force to hold it. There is a place where the Inquisition can build, grow. Scott.
तो अभी अपने लिए नया भी लॉस हो चुका है। एक काम करना है यार मेरे को, ये करना मेरे को पहले कर लेना चाहिए था, गलत करे मैं ना करके। ठीक है रहा।
They arrive daily from every settlement in the region. Skyhold is becoming a pilgrimage. If word has reached these people, it will have reached the Elder One. We have the walls and numbers to put up a fight here, but this threat is far beyond the war we anticipated. But we now know what allowed you to stand against Corypheus, what drew him to you.
My efforts for the Inquisition.
He came after me because my efforts put the Inquisition in his way.
Perhaps in more ways than you've considered. Your decisions let us heal the sky. Your determination brought us out of Haven. You are the creature's rival because of what you did. And we know it. All of us. The Inquisition requires a leader. The one who has already been leading it. You.
It's unanimous. You all have that much confidence in me?
All of these people have their lives because of you. They will follow.
That wasn't the question.
I will not lie. Handing this power to anyone is troubling. But I have to believe this is meant to be. There would be no Inquisition without you. How it will serve, how you lead, that must be yours to decide.
Corypheus will never let me live in peace. He made that clear. He intends to be a god, to rule over us all. Corypheus must be stopped.
Wherever you lead us. Have our people been told?
They have. And soon, the world.
Commander, will they follow?
Inquisition, will you follow?
रोंगटे खड़े हो रहा है।
Will we fight? Will we triumph? Your leader, your herald, your Inquisitor!
Yeah, मेरी आर्मी। I got an army. भले ही रणजीत बेसिस में हो, but I got an army. A diplomat.
So this is where it begins.
It began in the courtyard. This is where we turned that promise into action.
But what do? We know nothing about this Corypheus
We
except
know.
that he wanted your mark.
Corypheus wants to restore Tevinter. Is this a prelude to war with the Imperium?
I get the feeling we're dealing with extremists, not the vanguard of a true invasion.
Tevinter is not the Imperium of 1,000 years ago. What Corypheus yearns to restore no longer exists. Though they would shed no tears if the South fell to chaos, I'm certain.
Corypheus said he wanted to enter the Black City, but this would make him a god.
He is willing to tear this world apart to reach the next. It won't matter if he's wrong.
What if he's not wrong? If he finds some other way into the Fade?
Then he gains the power he seeks, or unleashes catastrophe on us all.
Is that Ash?
Could his dragon really be an archdemon? What would that mean?
It would mean the beginning of another blight.
We've seen no darkspawn other than Corypheus himself. Perhaps it's not an archdemon at all, but something different?
Whatever it is, it's dangerous. Commanding such a creature gives Corypheus an advantage we can't ignore.
We need more information.
Someone out there must know something about Corypheus.
Unless they saw him on the field, most will not believe he even exists.
We do have one advantage. We know what Corypheus intends to do next. In that strange future you experienced, Empress Celine had been assassinated.
Yep,
Imagine the chaos her death would cause. With his army,
he can do it
Maybe
with
he'll
be a
bolster
god or
massive
not.
force of demons, or so the future tells us.
Corypheus could conquer the entire south of Thedas, god or no god.
I'd feel better if we knew more about what we were dealing with.
I know someone who can help with that.
अब आगा तुम्हारा हॉकी
Everyone acting all inspiration.
ड्रैगन 8-2 का प्रोटैगनिस्ट आएगा देखते हैं मेल आएगा या फीमेल आएगी
With Corypheus before and may know more about what he's doing. He can help.
this better be good.
I'm always looking for new allies. Introduce me.
Parading around might cause a fuss. It's better for you to meet privately on the battlements. Trust me, it's complicated.
Well, then, we stand ready to move on both of these concerns.
On your order, Inquisitor.
I know one thing. If Varric has brought who I think he has, Cassandra is going to kill him.
चलो भैया मैं बाथरूम होके आता हूँ
This is the Inquisition. A dusty old ruin filled with battered soldiers.
If
मैं
you
भी आता हूँ तो से
and open your eyes, you'd see that the Inquisition is our one hope.
बड़ा मजा आया, इतना हल्का लग रहा है, इतनी खुशी होती है हमको। आह, find blacksmith, find the war. चलो okay. Josephine.
I've made some inquiries into the Imperial Court. The sooner we deal with the threats to the Empress, the better. The political situation in the Empire is dangerously unstable. It will complicate matters.
Everything in the Empire complicates matters. It's the Orlesian national pastime.
Turn your nose up at the grand game if you like, Commander, but we play for the highest stakes, and to the death.
The court's disapproval can be as great a threat as the Venatori. We must be vigilant to avert disaster.
We will save Empress. Just get to it.
I don't care about Orlesian politics. Just get me to the Empress.
Of course, Inquisitor. Celine is holding peace talks under the auspices of a grand masquerade.
Oh, masquerade चल रहा है.
It's the perfect place for an assassin to hide.
That's where we need to be.
We need to attend this ball.
I'll arrange for an invitation at your discretion, Inquisitor. Inquisitor, I was just inspecting our new headquarters. Foundation cracks, nesting animals, and miles from any centers of civilization. The staff must make it presentable if we're to receive any visitors of distinction.
Yep. Let's keep up the appearances.
It certainly wouldn't do for the Inquisition to appear overly shabby.
We've only just now convinced everyone we are precisely what Theras requires. The mages will be gauging the Inquisition's fortitude. They should feel safe here.
If they don't, I can't blame them.
After that battle with Corypheus, how could anyone not feel perfectly safe?
I can't stop dwelling on the day he attacked our camp. Do you know who first leapt to arms? Our workers. They were so proud of our cause. Corypheus simply cut them down. So much screaming after that first blast of fire. So many people turned to ash.
I wish I had saved more people.
We lost far too many good people to that monster.
I'm sure they'll find rest with the Maker. Well, before I return to my duties, allow me to congratulate you on your appointment as Inquisitor, my lord. I will now bring diplomatic issues to your attention, and I'm more than happy to help with any situations that arise.
Would you care to go for a stroll?
I'm loath to part from such pleasant company. Would you care to walk the castle with me?
Oh, well, a tour then? Let me fetch the steward.
That isn't precisely what I was hoping for.
Well, do let me know if you change your mind. Now I must find someone to prepare the guest quarters.
Sure.
Inquisitor, is it true? Is the mark on your hand?
Corypheus claimed it's a spell gone wrong.
I wanted to think it was a blessing. A sign the Maker was returning to his creation. How credulous of me.
Anchor's magic will not hold you.
Perhaps the Maker set these events in motion so long ago, we can no longer see his hand in them.
It would be fitting if that were true. Does it hurt? The anchor, that is.
I'll be fine.
Not pain, it's more like my nerves go on fire.
It sounds most unpleasant. A situation requires your attention, Inquisitor. Noble Chantry loyalists in the city of Jadar are spreading accusations that you're
भाई मेरी क्या गलती है? मैंने तो आसमान में मूवी बंद कर दिया, मैंने वो छेद दिया था।
deal with the matter.
Family. Could there be reason for
Will
it?
anyone even believe me if I claim I didn't kill the Divine?
Perhaps if they learn about your heroics, we should emphasize how you stopped the breach devouring the sky. Even in Jadar, it may win you a few admirers.
Why are nobles interested?
What does the nobility gain by saying I murdered Justinian?
A scapegoat to begin with, but I wonder if the Grand Clerics are at work. Those immediately eligible to be divine died at the Conclave. The ones remaining were not as favored. They may look upon you as a rival for influence.
Okay. We need propaganda.
Why don't we counter these falsehoods by starting rumors of our own?
A whisper campaign. would show those in the know we have some subtlety at our command.
भैया rumor बड़ा खतरनाक है.
What do the people make of us?
We've gathered many favors among the nobility. They will be gently reminded of this.
Any visiting dignitaries I should watch out for?
You may see the Countess Lutetia in the halls. A lovely woman, but her conversations tend towards the unusual. She's the patron of Orlay's greatest naturalists. The Countess's particular passion is collecting butterflies.
That doesn't sound unusual.
She goes into great detail about preserving them. It seems to involve large amounts of chemicals and pins.
Okay, let's go. देखो भाई क्या चल रहा है इंटरनेट पर. जगह भी नहीं पड़ी.
Make down here. What can I make?
Craft weapons, style customization. पहले तो देखो इंक्विजिशन का ही रहा. अपना बैड रहेगा फ्रॉस्टबैक वेपन ऑब्वियसली. डे पर ही रहेगा तुम्हारी ड्रैगोनिक. क्या है हेरल्ड्री. ये इंक्विजिशन की पहले बेसिक तो बेकार है. इंक्विजिशन के रख लो तो अपना थ्रोन जो है वो तो ड्रैगन के है. विंडो रंगी इंक्विजिशन. इंक्विजिशन नहीं सही है.
I've walked away from too many burning buildings for one lifetime. This place, though, it'll be all right. It's Inquisitor now, isn't it? That'll take some getting used to.
Take the time with me.
You think it's strange to say? It's stranger to hear.
Don't let it go to your head. We need you level. Everyone just got a big, hard reason to hate Corypheus. And we already did, but we didn't have a name. You did what you could, I suppose.
We left in a hurry, but you got into your old place. Save anything?
Family hammer. It's as stupid as it sounds. It's good to be back at work.
Our new facilities.
How is this place shaping up as a forge?
Better than Haven ever could be. Not the way I wanted an upgrade. Ever forward.
Any thoughts for the lost?
Have you any thoughts about the people we lost at Haven?
Yes.
Care to share?
No. It hurts and I don't want to spit on your efforts. You saved who you could. We have to be happy with that.
Everything functional?
Got it all up and running?
Your basics, like always. There's space here for, I don't know what. This place was built for something big. It'll be a job to fill it.
चलो भैया मतलब वो भी सामान भर सकता हूँ मैं.
Be here.
टेंशन ना लियो, पूरा का पूरा भर दूंगा.
What was this place? So much room for whatever was here.
Regarding your request, as noted partner of the Inquisition, the Lady Monteri has ensured our contacts are quick to reply. Few titles on the hand accompany this letter, with the remaining en route from the libraries of Valroyax and the surroundings. Archive with Bannon.
Inquisitor.
Tell me about
I
Corypheus.
need to know more about Corypheus.
We spoke of this on our travels to Skyhawk. What more can I tell you? Cassandra and Varric seem more familiar with their adversary.
I suspect you.
You've given me good counsel before. I could use some now.
My apologies, Inquisitor. My poor manners shame me. I claim no secret wisdom, but I will guess as best I can.
Tell me about this orb.
I would like to know more about the orb he carries.
As I said, that must be the means by which he created the breach. I suspect the blast that destroyed the Conclave was more accident than anything. The result of unlocking power that had sought release for ages. What I cannot understand is how he managed to survive such an explosion.
You said that you believe the orb is elven.
I never would have believed a Devinter mage could unlock such a powerful relic. It clearly enhances his abilities, giving him access to power he should never have known.
Like the power to control the archdemon.
Indirectly, one assumes. Nothing in any law connects my people to the old god dragons who became archdemons.
Okay, what will you do next?
What do you think Corypheus will do next?
You shamed him when you destroyed Haven. Spoiled his glorious victory. It would be worse to acknowledge that you had done so. He must continue on his course or show weakness. He will return to his plans to throw Orlais into chaos, and then conquer it for Devinter.
Are you certain?
You're sure that's what he'll do?
As certain as is possible. Assuming I can plausibly predict a man who seeks to rise to godhood.
And can you?
The key is understanding this.
Can you?
No real god need prove himself. Anyone who tries is mad or lying. His deception will undo him, as it has done countless fools before.
What can you tell me about the source of Corypheus?
हाँ भैया power source का उसका.
According to the law, the ancient magistars of Devinter received guidance from the old gods. Corypheus commands a false archdemon, a corrupted old god. This suggests he no longer sees himself as their minion. Some of his unique power comes from the corruption of the blight. The rest may come from the orb he carries.
I'd like to know more about you, Solus.
Why?
You're an apostate, yet you risked your freedom to help the Inquisition.
Not the wisest course of action when framed that way.
I appreciate the work you're doing, Solus. I just wanted to know more about you.
I'm sorry. With so much fear in the air. What would you know of me?
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
Oh yeah.
Brilliant, isn't it? One moment you're trying to restore order in a world gone mad. That should be enough for anyone to handle, yes? Then, out of nowhere, an archdemon appears and kicks you in the head. You thought this would be easy?
भाई बंदे को मजा आ रहा है.
Crush our village like an anthill. Sorry about that. Archdemons like to crush, you know. Can't be helped. Am I speaking too quickly for you?
Nah. You're boring, not at all.
You don't need to worry about me. I can keep up.
Yes, I noticed that.
Did you now?
Certainly. If you were a slack-jawed yokel, you'd already be dead. I always assumed the Elder One behind the Venatori was a Magister. But this...
Oh, he's the Magister Bird of all time.
In Tevinter, they say the Chantry's tales of Magisters starting the Blight are just that. Tales. But here we are. One of those very Magisters. A dark spawn.
This is Chantry's line?
Who does the Imperium say started the Blight?
You know how it is.
Not us.
They
Classic.
say dark spawn were always there. Magisters and the Blight aren't even related. Is that a surprise? No one wants to admit they shit the bed. But if Corypheus is one of the Magisters who entered the Black City and he's dark spawn, what other explanation is there?
He could be lying. You were deceived.
We only know what Corypheus claims to be.
True. He might be a convincing liar, or delusional, or insane. But how many delusional maniacs are going to have that knowledge? He broke open the Fade. I knew what I was taught couldn't be the whole truth, but I assumed there had to be a kernel of it.
बिल्कुल ही झूठ बोल रहे हैं सर.
No. It was us all along. We destroyed the world.
You're not the responsible. You're not responsible.
Last I checked, the Blights hadn't actually destroyed the world.
Not for lack of trying. If they were more clever, they'd have unleashed something that would really do the job. No one will thank me whatever happens. No one will thank you either. You know that, yes?
Yeah, I don't need that.
That's not why I'm doing this.
I knew there was something clever about you. All I know is this. Corypheus needs to be stopped. Men like him ruined my homeland. I won't stand by and let him ruin the world. Oh, and congratulations on that whole leading the Inquisition thing, by the way.
Yana?
Greetings, Inquisitor. That is your title now, yes? I admit, I was worried what being conscripted into the Inquisition would mean, but it's not as bad as I feared. We survived the attack on Haven, and this fortress is secure. It's more than most of us have known for a long time.
There's more to come. That's all.
I'm glad you've settled in.
It's better than being hunted by Templars for months on end. I've been a Grey Warden, Grand Enchanter, leader of a rebellion, and now I am none of those things. Odd where fate takes you, as you're no doubt well aware.
You were a Grey Warden?
It's a Grey Warden.
Mine is an unusual circumstance, Inquisitor. Normally one is part of the Order until death. But long ago I found myself stripped of what made me a Warden. They tried to reinitiate me, but nothing worked. Nor could they figure out how it happened. So I was sent to the Circle of Magi, the first Warden ever to be kicked out.
What the achievement?
Quite the achievement.
You sound happy about it.
Becoming a Warden seemed like a dream when I was first conscripted. Towards the end, however, my brothers and sisters, they felt I had somehow cheated death. I was glad to leave. It also made me unique in the Circle. I had an opportunity to do more than I ever could as a Warden.
You started a rebellion.
You mean you began the Mage Rebellion?
I pushed for our vote to free the Circles of Magi. But I cannot claim sole responsibility for what followed. Still, despite all the chaos, I would do it again. What happened had to happen.
You still lead the magic?
You're not still the Grand Enchanter, then?
Any claim I had to the title ended along with the Circles of Magi, although some still call me by it. Perhaps the Circles will one day be resurrected. If so, another will take the position. Until that time, I lead my fellow mages by default. I will do what I can for them.
The circles will return?
You believe they'll recreate the Circle of Magi after all this?
It depends on who the next divine is, and what she offers. We can't go back to the way things were. But endless warfare benefits no one. That is why I agreed to Justinia's conclave. There must be another solution.
I've been meaning to ask, how exactly did the Venatori take control in Redcliffe?
Mages constantly found their way to us while we were there. Stragglers, most of them strangers. I had no way of knowing some were actually Tevinter. They spread whispers, encouraged talk of an alliance, and we were desperate. I'm not proud of our choice, but we were certain Templars were coming. It could have ended far worse.
I trust everything is well with the mages?
A few malcontents, claim you've put us in a new circle, but most are relieved to be safe.
I'll leave you to it.
Hola, Alfima?
Greetings to you, Inquisitor. I am to serve as assistant to any research concerns. You'll find my skills are exceptional. I hope they prove useful.
You replace your uncle?
You were made tranquil?
Yes, I am tranquil. It was necessary due to a willful nature that made wielding magic a dangerous endeavor. I remember that being a difficult time, but I cannot remember why. My skills are well used in my current position.
You're taking over the duties of Meneve?
Yes. A death provided the vacancy. I am told there are many who will miss her. My skills will ensure that you do not miss her ability.
ये क्या है? Xbox sent a message. Xbox ने मेरे को मैसेज भेजा है. Xbox One children using Xbox to be safe. We entered into a settlement with the U.S. Federal Trade Commission to resolve allegations we improperly collecting data from children. If you have a child using Xbox, please use this link. ना भैया हमारे पास ना आया कोई बात लग बताओ यार ये अमेरिका की ये देखो भाई बात है अगर कोई भी कंपनी तो ज्यादा चिल है और फॉलो नहीं करती ढंग से रूल तो सू कर देंगे और फिर इन्हें अब कुछ ना कुछ तो करना ही पड़ेगा फिर.
How can you serve the Inquisition?
I am to aid in the research of all creatures encountered in your efforts as leader of the Inquisition.
What makes you particularly qualified?
I remember being fond of animals. I don't remember why.
Oh ये duty is going.
What is your evaluation of how we're doing?
Not optimal given the facilities. Skyhold should be improved, or our efforts will continue to suffer.
और कहाँ से improve करूँ भैया बहुत सारी चीजें कर सकते हैं हम.
A request has been made of you, Inquisitor. Here it is.
What is your evaluation?
Not optimal given the facility.
As,
Inquisitor?
as you were.
Yes, Inquisitor.
Oh ऊपर जा सकता हूँ मैं. Condition of a charge.
I'm sorry.
क्या हो गया?
The names of those we lost. You must blame me for this.
I blame now you mention it. I blame Carifius.
We all saw who attacked us. We know exactly who to blame.
I keep wondering if I could have done something different.
Definitely.
Most of my lookouts went missing. I pulled the rest back, awaiting more information. If they'd stayed in the field, they could have bought us more time. I was afraid to lose my agents. And instead, we lost Haven.
Learn from this. Or we could have lost it.
You will be prepared next time.
I won't let this happen again. My people know their duty. They know the risks. They understand that the Inquisition may call upon them to give their lives.
That's all good.
True. There are soldiers. They'll do what we need them to.
If Corypheus is cold, I must be colder. War demands sacrifices of us all.
Oh shit. Bechari.
I hear the mages will now answer to the Inquisition. And when you no longer need them, will they be locked up and forgotten again?
Nope.
Most would treat their dogs with more kindness.
Mages will not be found.
I'll make sure they're protected.
That's what the Chantry used to say. It's a mercy. They are protected.
Oh hell! I am giving them the freedom. I miss Justinian.
The Divine's death hit you hard. How have you been feeling?
Oh, you are referring to my outburst in the Haven. I am much better now. She was a good friend, and it will take time to get used to her absence. But thank you for asking. It is appreciated.
Investigate.
Anything I should know?
It seems that the Orlesian army is awaiting our next move. Some of the generals are sympathetic to our cause, others are still suspicious. Our actions are under a great deal of scrutiny.
I'll leave you to your work.
Sister Leliana will want access to the birds. Quickly.
ये मेज टावर है तो मेजेस मिलेंगे मेरे को इधर क्या है यहाँ पे डिप्लोमेट है You have war room. Investigate the western approach.
Are you? I suppose not. Haven was tried.
Commander, we establish a full known of the western approach for order. Ready one skirmish with the Ventori, but no casualty. The western reinforcement. Blooded desert does not display justice. Stop Ventori in the west.
Inquisitor?
Wicked eyes and wicked heart. An assassin is talking to the Emperor. Yeah, भी नहीं बाद में होगा. Heraldon में क्या है? Offer from the blades of Assyrian. Bargain with the merchant princess. The free march is there.
Maker, you're a mess. Let me have a look at you. Are you all right, my dear? Were you hurt?
Nope, I'm okay, I'm fine.
I'll be fine, don't worry.
You bear it well. Good. The troops will take their cue from your composure. Now, let's keep up appearances. You've handled this crisis competently, saving as many lives as you did. But the enemy struck a serious blow against you and the Inquisition.
Yup.
You must recognize that.
You must.
You must.
Understand that. It worked in our favor. I couldn't save them all.
You're wrong. We now have a better location and far more people at our disposal. This couldn't have worked out better if I'd planned it.
Yet we can hardly rely upon the whims of Providence to give us all our victories.
हाय गलती कर रही
It
मैं
may have turned to our advantage, but it will not last long.
मेरे को चेंज करना पड़ेगा
Advances in... I think you know.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to reload. जब तक ये रिलोड होगा मैं का अभी वो नहीं ले सकता डिसअप्रूवल का हाय मेरे को फिर से वो रूम में करना पड़ेगा चलो कोई बात नहीं कर लेंगे जल्दी से हाय गलती कर दी मैंने शिट हो गया monkey man jumping he jumping everywhere
Maker, are you
I'm
all right?
fine.
Were you hurt? But the enemy struck a serious blow against you and the Inquisition. We must recognize that. You must.
So many people are joining this fight. What if I'm only leading them to their deaths?
Death is a part of war, my dear, and a part of life. We cannot escape it. Those who die for the Inquisition give their lives willingly. The alternative is to forfeit all they cherish to these horrors from the sky. Our enemy advances, Inquisitor. We must not sit idly by. Act first and teach them to fear us. I think you know what needs to be done, my dear. How may I help you? Did you need something, darling?
I wanted to ask you about the Circle of Magi.
Of course. What do you wish to know?
If the Circle disbanded, how can you still belong to it?
The Circle is an idea, my dear. And an idea cannot be dissolved. Many of the first enchanters voted for rebellion, caring little that anything... rather than dissolving it.
अच्छा भेजा मेरे को ना करने पे परवाह एक तो ब्लैक होल है ऊपर वहाँ पे कौन सा रहा
So, Inquisitor. It's Inquisitor now, right?
Yep.
Remember that war we talked about stopping? Full of little baddies I can stick with little arrows. That's not a friggin' archdemon, is it? Droste, what did I step in?
And you do strange.
Maybe nobody saw this coming, but you knew how I got the job.
I know what people said. But people believe all sorts of shite when they're scared. Swear at a farmer and you've cursed his crops. Spill the salt and you're dead by dawn. Dance through town in a goat's head and children people never had go missing.
Corypheus seems real, you know?
The ancient thing trying to kill us seems pretty real.
Don't get me started. Oh, wait, too late, right? A magister who cracked the Black City. It's a hazy dream, right? I mean, if it's real, then the seat of the Maker? Real thing.
Yep.
A seat needs a book, so the Maker? Real thing. Fairy stories about the start and end of the world? Real thing.
इसका बोल है इसका वो इसका वो बैठ गया.
So I can go play.
Okay. I just want to plug this rubbish so I can go play. I need daughter like you.
Keep calling it nonsense. That perspective will keep the Inquisition grounded.
Oh, I can do that. Sure could use a few more people shouting no. We fight, the bad things go away, everyone calms down, and everything goes back to normal. A nice, well-paid normal.
You're starting to not sound completely crazy.
I know, scary, innit? So bring 'em on. But first, food. I'm starving.
हाँ मैंने कहा भाई खाना तो यार ना भूख नहीं रही है बेचारा में. Okay, ये तो मूवी की ब्लैक होल होगा.
So this is Skyhold.
Yup.
Come, let's walk the ramparts.
Let's go, my friend.
I want to examine our fortifications.
गजब rampart.
We'll be able to see Corypheus coming from miles away.
We'll be ready for him.
He's not going to get the better of us again.
We lost good soldiers that day.
Loyal men and women.
Let him come. I swear I'll take the twister bastard down, even if I have to die to do it.
You're no good to me, Dad. Thank you.
I'm grateful for your support.
It's my job, isn't it? Killing Darkspawn. Look, in spite of it all, there is hope. The people flock to your banner. They believe.
हाँ मैंने चावल बैनर भी लगा दिया.
Tell me honestly, are you what they say you are? Andraste's chosen?
Nope. No, I'm not.
I wish they'd understand that I'm really nobody.
You're somebody. Don't you see what you are to them? Without you, they'd be consumed by despair. We all would. They need you to be Andraste's messenger. It gives them hope. The truth doesn't matter. Listen to me talk. Your time is valuable and I've wasted enough of it.
ना भैया फ्री हूँ मैं फ्री हूँ उसकी टेंशन ना ले.
Majestic. How is a place like this ever lost?
भैया वो ब्रिज कहीं पे भी नहीं जा रहा, वो सीधा खाई में जा रहा है ब्रिज. तुम लोग चढ़े कैसे यहाँ पे? क्लाइंबिंग गियर था तुम्हारे पास, तुम्हारे स्टैंड के पे चढ़े. तुम लोग गजब हो ऑनेस्टली.
Scout Harding.
Your worship.
What's here?
What's been going on?
Sister Liliana glanced at me today. I think she's gonna have me killed.
Shouldn't you be out there scouting?
In a bit. We're in Skyhold for supplies and a change of personnel. Not me, though. Indispensable.
So who's Scout Harding really?
Me? Oh, I'm no one. Lived near Redcliffe all my life. Herded sheep for my neighbor. When the Inquisition came through my village, I helped by telling them everything I knew about the area. Then I signed on. Wanted to see the world before it was swallowed up by that thing out there.
I should go.
Heard you found something that had to do with wardens. Would have liked to have seen it. I've been meaning to thank you. There are 100 things that need your attention. You didn't have to take the time to help me, and yet you did.
If the history you pursue benefits the Wardens, then it was worth it.
I've never been more certain of my decision to join you.
There will be opportunities for us to do even more in the future.
Then I look forward to it.
What do you think of the Inquisition?
I think the entire world is looking over its shoulder, wondering if the Inquisition's watching.
We should return to our duties.
As you wish. You are, after all, in charge.
भाई फैशनेबल जिंदगी क्यों जा रहा है?
Inquisitor, huh? Well, you've got the fortress for it. Speaking of which, when you've got a second, there's something I want to show you.
Okay, investigate.
What did you want me to come see? Here, come on. I'll show you.
ऐसा क्या है?
Why am I dressed like this? You'll see. Come on. It'll be worth your time, I promise. Evening. Iron Bull. My merc band just joined up.
Tanner. I'm from Jader. Well, near Jader.
Mira. I was guard captain for Lady Pendel. Signed on after shit blew up at the Conclave. Share a drink? Who's your friend?
This is Grim. He doesn't talk much. So, ready to kill some demons? Or Venatori? Or whatever that Corypheus asshole is?
This isn't just about killing. We're helping the Inquisitor save the world and build the next empire.
Well, long as I get paid, I'm happy. That's why I signed up.
I just couldn't spend my whole life on a farm. Needed to live a little, you know.
What about you, Mira? Why'd you join up? I thought you were serving some noble.
I saw what happened at Haven. The Inquisitor staring down that monster and his archdemon. I don't sing the chant of light as much as I should. But you can't see something like that and not believe.
Well, Grim and I should find our tents. Thanks for the drink.
People believe in me.
I know every soldier under my command. You don't have that option, but a few faces might help. You made it sound like you didn't like the Inquisition. People don't always tell the truth when you're polite. You've got to poke them a bit.
They think less of you.
But those two soldiers might think you're an asshole. So?
This was good.
It was good to get their perspective. Yeah. Sounds like we could use an easy win for boys like Tanner. And vets like Mira have seen enough to be wary. You've got a good army coming along. Remember that. No matter what comes next.
Empire बनाएंगे. मैं बनाऊंगा empire. मेरा खुद का साम्राज्य होगा. Let's go. Cassandra.
Good book.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Love story. Of course you don't.
Yes, because I suddenly went blind.
Oh, that. Just reports from...
Absolutely.
You're an excellent liar.
It's of no interest to you, I'm certain. It's a book.
I can see
It's romance.
It's one of Varric's tales. Swords and Shields. The latest chapter.
So you read them all.
The latest chapter? Meaning, you've read them all?
Not since this all began. We've been busy.
That's just her favorite.
Nobody asked you to winter.
I couldn't finish the last one you lent me. I actually feel dumber for having tried.
It's literature. Smutty. Whatever you do, don't tell Varric.
Okay, I should read it.
Maybe I should read that book.
You? No.
Why not me?
You're the Inquisitor.
Oh, I see.
They're terrible. And magnificent. And this one ends in a cliffhanger. I know Varric is working on the next. He must be. You could ask him to finish it. Command him. Pretend you don't know this about me.
स्मार्टी लिटरेचर पढ़ रहे हैं वाह ये सही मिल गया हो गया चल भैया वैरिक किधर है look for Cole
Sent? Send men to scout the area. We need to know what's out there.
Yes, sir.
Commander, soldiers have been assigned temporary quarters.
Very good. I'll need an update on the armory as well.
हो गया
Now! We set up as best we could at Haven, but could never prepare for an archdemon, or whatever it was. With some warning, we might have...
Yeah, that was a problem.
We were all shaken by what happened.
If Corypheus strikes again, we may not be able to withdraw. And I wouldn't want to. We must be ready. Work on Skyhold is underway. Guard rotations established. We should have everything on course within the week.
अरे भैया मेरे को पैसे हैं मेरे को तुम कहो मैं fortification लगाऊंगा. How many did we lose at Haven?
How many were lost?
Most of our people made it to Skyhold. It could have been worse. Morale was low, but it's improved greatly since you accepted the role of Inquisitor.
Oh my god, वो कॉल में घूमे जा रही है. So you work for me now?
Everyone has so much faith in my leadership. I hope I'm ready.
You won't have to carry the Inquisition alone, although it must feel like it. We needed a leader. You have proven yourself.
I trust your advice.
You responded quickly to the attack on Haven. Without that, so many more would have died. I'm grateful for any help you can give.
Thank you, Inquisitor. I will do everything I can to ensure the security of our people. You have my word.
This thing is not a stray puppy you can make into a pet. It has no business being here.
Wouldn't you say the same of an apostate?
The call is free.
I wondered if Cole was perhaps a mage, given his unusual abilities.
He can cause people to forget him, or even fail entirely to notice him. These are not the abilities of a mage. It seems that Cole is a spirit.
It is a demon.
If you prefer, although the truth is somewhat more complex.
Yeah.
Cole warned us about Corypheus at Haven. He saved a lot of lives.
And what will its help cost? How many lives will this demon later claim?
In fact, his nature is not so easily defined.
Speak plainly, Solas. What are we dealing with?
Demons normally enter this world by possessing something. In their true form, they look bizarre, monstrous.
But you claim Cole looks like a young man. Is it possession?
No. He has possessed nothing and no one. And yet he appears human in all respects. Cole is unique, Inquisitor. More than that, he wishes to help. I suggest you allow him to do so.
What do you mean by possession?
Spirits and demons cross over from the Fade by attaching themselves to something in this world. But Cole has willfully manifested in human form without possessing anyone.
What of the demons at Breach?
The demons who came through the breach, or through the rifts, weren't possessing anything.
These demons were drawn through against their will, driven mad by this world. But Cole predates the breach. From what we can tell, he has lived here for months, perhaps years. He looks like a young man. For all intents and purposes, he is a young man. It is remarkable.
I should hear what Cole has to say for himself. Where is he now?
If none of us remember him, he could be anywhere.
Haven. So many soldiers fought to protect the pilgrims so they could escape. Choking fear. Can't think from the medicine, but the cuts rack me with every heartbeat. Hot, white pain. Everything burns. I can't. I'm going to... I'm dying. I'm... dead.
Oh,
You're feeling their pain.
It's louder this close, with so many of them.
Would you like to go somewhere more comfortable?
Yes, but here is where I can help. Every breath slower, like lying in a warm bath, sliding away. Smell of my daughter's hair when I kiss her goodnight. Gone.
Oh, ये पड़
Cracked brown pain, dry, scraping, thirsty. Here.
Thank you.
It's all right. She won't remember me.
You, what are you?
Solus tried to explain what you are, but honestly, I stopped listening after a while. Any chance you could explain it?
Yes. I used to think I was a ghost. I didn't know. I made mistakes, but I made friends too. Then a Templar proved I wasn't real. I lost my friends. I lost everything.
He's a spirit.
I learned how to be more like what I am. It made me different, but stronger. I can feel more. I can help.
If you're willing, the Inquisition could use your help.
Yes.
भैया भी मैं इनको मार दो यार मेरे को फर्क नहीं पड़ता क्योंकि इनसे मेरे को एक स्पिरिट मिल गई
Someone make it stop hurting. Make her, please. The healers have done all they can. It will take him hours to die. Every moment will be agony. He wants mercy. Help.
You say he won't die for hours yet, but you can't know that for certain.
His body is failing.
He could recover, or the healers could find another way to help him.
How do you know?
We don't know.
I don't, and neither do you. That's part of life.
Try. I want to stay. Roderick was sorry before he died.
You have to hear it.
I wasn't aware you and Roderick were acquainted.
He was hurt. Red inside from the Templar, but red outside from the Templar too. Needed help to walk, Limping, light, leaning on the young like old Pepe when the road was icy. He called me a fine young man. He said he was sorry for what he did to you.
Roderick was a pebble in the Inquisition's boot. A little remorse seems only fair.
Blood everywhere. Monsters, madness, dying. We're all dying. The Herald stands against it, and heads turn. Desperate and simple. Pure. Voices in the chantry. Years since I'd sung the song and felt it flowing through me. But this is real. This is real. So long since I'd felt it. Falling, flying, faith. And I fought him. Maker, forgive me. I hope I did enough. He hates it all because of the darkness behind the door. Some doors should stay shut.
Tell me about your past.
I'd like to talk about what happened to you before we met.
Before you, Reese was my friend. He showed me I was wrong to kill the mages. I thought I was helping them. Then he and Evangeline went to Adamant, and I went with them. I was worried Evangeline would hurt Reese. We found out dangerous things. It scared Seeker Lambert, and he scared the mages. It started the rebellion. Seeker Lambert told me what I was. Reese couldn't look at me. I ran until I found more Templars. That's all.
You were at rebellion?
What can you tell me about Adamant Fortress?
It is old, full of sadness and pain. It should be torn down. The veil is thin. We found a demon there. It had touched a man and made him real again. It scared Reese and Evangeline. The man wasn't supposed to be real. Then the demon found us. It put me back in the cupboard on the bad day. Reese and Evangeline saved me.
You said Seeker Lambert told you what you were.
I'm hiding Reese from him, but he chants words and sees. I won't let you hurt Reese. My nose explodes, a shower of blood. Just another parasite that's wormed its way into our world, feeding off all the things you can't have. What we found at Adamant made him angry. We were the first rock rolling at the top of a mountain. He killed so many. He didn't care. Cold, corrupt. So I came and killed him.
Why you go to Seeker Fortress?
If you hated Seeker Lambert, why go to the Seeker Fortress?
Because he was right. I was a demon. I saw demons at Adamant. They put people in the dark, in the old hurts. I didn't want to be that. I heard the old songs of the Templars at Val Royeaux and followed them. If I forgot, fought, fell to felling, Templars would kill the demon. I wouldn't hurt anyone again.
What was the Spire like when the Mage Rebellion started?
Dead and dying, begging and bloody. Some wanted freedom, some peace, some war. Some wanted it all to stop. Evangeline was a Templar. But she helped Reese help the others. She set them free. Adrian was a mage. But she killed mages to force the fight. She wanted blood. Reese just wanted to help. To stop people hurting. Maybe that's why he saw me.
What can you tell me about Reese?
He was a mage. He saw me when most couldn't, and he remembered. He helped me, and I watched over him. She was a Templar, but she didn't like. They should have been with the rebels. Maybe they ran away together instead. Neither of them like killing.
If you like, I could use the resources of the Inquisition to locate your friend.
No. If they are alive and safe, they should stay away. The last time he saw me, he didn't want to look at me. He saw a monster.
Okay,
Let
so
him forget.
What did you mean when you said you killed mages?
Some of the mages at the Spire wanted to die. Too sad, too scared, too much. I didn't know what I was. A ghost, I thought. Fading in the fade. When I came to them, they could see me. I used the knife to set them free.
भाई उड़गी आपकी
Made me stop. Made
भाई स्लो मोशन में देखा है भाई मैं
There were other ways to help.
You made a mistake.
It sounds like you didn't know what you were doing.
No, I killed people. I knew. I just thought I had to. They were hurting, helpless, haunted. It was all I could do. It was wrong. I was wrong. If I start again, you or Cassandra or Cullen need to kill me.
I'll talk to you later.
Locate Drive and Evangel operation available. Yay! Yay, we have surgeon.
Inquisitor, is there something I can do for you? I should really focus my attention on the injured.
Are you here?
I haven't seen you before.
The commander brought me up from the refugee camps. I'd been helping the pilgrims in simple ways, setting broken bones, simple amputations and such. We need all the help we can get.
Do we have many injured men?
Fewer by the day. The most grievously injured did not survive the journey to Skyhold. As for the rest, they either heal or...
Yeah.
I try to make the passing painless.
You aren't a mage. Shouldn't we let the mage healers deal with this?
Magic can't cure everything, and we shouldn't rely on it. Science, your worship, is the way of the future. Good health isn't magic, it's diet, exercise, and a balance of the humors.
As you were.
Your worship.
अरे भैया मैजिक का फीचर साइंस इतनी एडवांस नहीं होने की चाहिए.
Here. Tell the commander that this is the perfect spot for the armor.
Okay, Vavik. आधा introduction करा दे जरा. Hockey, the protagonist of the Dragon Age 2. मेरा पुराना वाला hero.
Inquisitor, meet Hawk, the champion of Kirkwall.
Though I don't use that title much anymore.
Hawk, the Inquisitor. I figured you might have some friendly advice about Corypheus. You and I did fight him after all.
This view reminds me of my home in Kirkwall. I had a balcony that overlooked the whole city. I loved it at first. But after a while, all I could see were the people out there depending on me.
Oh no, how it's...
You're lucky it was just a single city. I've got half of Thetis.
You're doing everything you can to protect them.
Does it ever get any easier?
I'll let you know. I don't envy you, Inquisitor. But I may be able to help you.
Varric said that you fought Corypheus before.
Fought and killed. The Grey Wardens were holding him, and he somehow used his connection to the Darkspawn to influence them.
Corypheus got into their heads, messed with their minds, turned them against each other.
If the Wardens have disappeared, they could have fallen under his control again.
If that's what happened to the Wardens, do you think we can free them?
It's possible. But we need to know more first. I've got a friend in the Wardens. He was investigating something unrelated for me. His name is Stroud.
The last time we spoke, he was worried about corruption in the Warden ranks. Since then, nothing.
Corypheus would certainly qualify as corruption in the ranks. Did your friend disappear with them?
No. He told me he'd be hiding in an old smuggler's cave near Crestwood.
If you didn't know about Corypheus, what were you doing with the Wardens?
The Templars in Kirkwall were using a strange form of lyrium. It was red. I'd hoped the Wardens could tell me more about it.
Corypheus had Templars with him at Haven. They looked like they'd been exposed to the lyrium you describe.
Hopefully my friend in the Wardens will know more.
I appreciate the help.
I'm doing this as much for myself as for you. Corypheus is my responsibility. I thought I'd killed him before. This time, I'll make sure.
भैया ये वैसे ज्यादा खतरनाक है protagonist. Why you alone?
I heard you had family and friends in Kirkwall. Where are they now?
When the Wardens began acting strangely, I had my friend Aveline take my brother out of the Free March.
Brother?
My uncle
Sister?
Hamlin's still in Kirkwall, but everyone else
मैं तो sister बचाई थी.
they've pretty much scattered to the winds.
What has Varric told you?
I assume Varric's been feeding you information about the Inquisition? What did he say about me?
Only good things, I promise. I was a little surprised, actually. Varric isn't one for religion in general, but he thinks highly of the Inquisition.
You said you thought you killed Corypheus.
भैया ये भौंकी है खतरनाक बंदा.
They used my father's blood in a ritual to seal Corypheus inside, but he could still reach out and influence the Warden's thoughts. He sent them after me, and I didn't just think I killed him. When the fight was done, he was dead on the ground. Maybe his tie to the Blight somehow brought him back. Or maybe it's old Tevinter magic. But he was dead. I swear it.
Where did you go after the mages rebelled?
I heard the Chantry might be sending an exalted march to Kirkwall to put down the rebellion. I hoped that leaving would save lives and force the Divine to divide her forces to come after me. As it turned out, I needn't have bothered. All the circles started rising up, and the exalted march never came.
Varric said you were the champion of Kirkwall. I've only heard a little about what happened there.
What happened at Kirkwall was the same thing that happened everywhere. Fearful of blood magic and abominations, the Templars brutally suppressed the Circle. And in their desperation to survive, the mages of the Circle turned to blood magic, or became abominations. Finally, a rebel mage named Anders destroyed Kirkwall's Chantry, and everything came tumbling down.
You knew Anders?
I heard that Anders was your friend. What was he like?
I don't know if there ever was just an Anders. He was crazy. By the end, there was nothing left in him except this insane need to start a war no one could win.
We'll talk later.
I'll meet you at Crestwood.
I'm here. Varric's friend Hawk said there were suspicions of corruption in Grey Warden ranks. Do you know anything about that?
Corruption? What sort of corruption?
Corypheus. He's been known to influence the minds of wardens.
That could very well explain why so many have disappeared.
Oh, that's true.
Are you feeling all right? No voices or anything?
If I start hearing things, I promise you'll be the first to know.
How much do you know about Corypheus?
Not much. I always thought the stories of Magisters corrupting the Golden City were just that, stories. I didn't expect them to be true, and I certainly didn't expect to find one of them still alive.
Let's discuss something else.
Oh, yeah.
Did you need something, darling?
I'd like to...
Whatever would you like to know? when the position of enchanter to the...
चल भैया मेरे को नहीं जानना तेरे बारे में ऑनेस्टली मेरे को फर्क नहीं पड़ता तेरे बारे में साइड क्वेस्ट भी करनी पड़ेगी क्या मेरे को मतलब साइड क्वेस्ट भी करनी पड़ेगी मेरे को
Good day to you.
What do the people make of us?
We've gathered many favors among the nobility. They will be gently reminded of this.
Any visiting dignitaries I should watch out for?
None in particular. Our guests are well pleased with what they've seen.
जाएंगे पैसा सब शिपमेंट में तो देखते हैं अब कहाँ जाना है मेन क्वेस्ट तो मैं करने का नहीं अभी अभी साइड क्वेस्ट करूँगा मेरे को लेवल अप करना है अभी
Inquisitor.
Can you arrange what we discussed earlier, Ambassador?
I found the money. The Inquisition will compensate the families of those we lost at Haven.
Thank you.
How are the rescue efforts? Have they found anyone alive?
Excavation is slow, as you can imagine.
Stopped winter activity in the west. तो भी चले ओहो बस कॉल भी है Just parenting.
So repeat after me. That does not represent the people of the world goes up in fucking flames. America is nothing to celebrate.
भाई जोकर है यार कतई जोकर America was never great. 1, 2, 3, 4. Every day, 5, 1, 5, 6, 7, 8. America was never great. America was never here. भाई क्या कॉमेडी है यार Forbidden Oasis, I am here.
Inquisitor, I've something for you.
Report.
What is it?
You may want to look into this.
Serpent Stone बाय करना पड़ेगा मेरे को चल भैया देखो लेवल अप कर दे तेरे पास स्पेशल एबिलिटी होनी चाहिए है तू रोग है वो तो स्पिरिट है तेरे को मैजिक करना था कोई स्पिरिट मैजिक करना चाहिए भाई अरे हाय नूब भाई मैं बहुत स्पिरिट है तो मैजिक यूज कर मैं तो तेरे को इसीलिए लाता था कि तुम मैजिक यूज कर सके तेरा फायदा ही नहीं है भैया तो यूजलेस हाँ यूजलेस तो तेरे को स्टाफ देनी है ओह oh no विवियन कैसी मेज है एक बार देखना चाहूंगा जब पी दबाओ उसको ये हीलिंग कर सकती है क्या डोरियन अपना स्पिरिट वाला है। नेक्रोमेंसर भी बन सकता है डोरियन। नेक्रोमेंसर पास आ गया, वाह। तो कैसेंड्रा, टेम्पलार, अच्छा अब जाके अनलॉक हो रहे हैं इनके स्पेशल एबिलिटी। मतलब पहले तो करते नहीं यार ये। और विभिन्न का कहा है नाइट एन्चांट। हीलिंग है तेरे पास? ना हीलिंग हो गई। तेरे को इस पे फोकस करूंगा मैं। पहले कौन लिया मुझे तो पावर। कैसा क्या हो रहा है? आवाज क्यों नहीं आ रही?
Venatori, I suppose it was only a matter of time.
यहीं पे आ गया क्या स्टोर? यहाँ पे नहीं है क्या स्टोर? अब मैं तुम्हारा फॉरबिडन ओएसिस में। रिंग कलेक्ट कर ही लूँ मैं। कोई रिंग कह रहा हूँ मैं, क्या कहते तुम्हारा शार्ड कलेक्ट कर लो मैं। फिर मैं खोल के ना रेजिस्टेंस ले सकता हूँ, बहुत सारे रेजिस्टेंस ले सकता हूँ। भैया ये तो सुपर लो लेवल के हैं। तो बंदे तो ज्यादा ही सुपर लेवल है तो। अरे तो कौन सा पक गया?
Honestly, how many keys does one ancient temple really need?
A lot.
place to set up camp, perhaps.
चढ़ो कहाँ से यार, मैं दिक्कत है चढ़ने की है मेरी। छोड़ो का ये वाला नहीं हो रहा तो आगे वाले तो हो जाएंगे। यहाँ से पूरा राइट डाउन। जाइंट क्या कर रहा है भैया? बेचारा पूरा का पूरा चल गया। ओहो, इतना अच्छा सामान नहीं है ऐसा। चलो कुछ तो मिला। विवन को एक अच्छी सी वो तो मिल जाएगी स्टाफ है। लेवल 18। तो भैया तो ये अच्छा यहाँ पे होते हैं पॉइंट्स।
We hear odd stories of Templars in the Imperium, Dorian.
All true.
I haven't even told you what I've heard.
Doesn't matter. All true. Particularly the part with the crepes and feathers.
Oh, I was leading towards that one, actually.
2 lakhs for not passing that. Chuck it up. Okay, we are back. भाई बड़ा मजा आया आखिर में. हेलो.
Rahul Pod.
चलो.
Said. Hello.
Serpentstone. माउंटेन से रोकी एरिया में मिलता ना ये. देखो गुफा में आ गए हम.
We can cut through here.
तो भैया दोबारा वापस चलो ऊपर. यहाँ पे हम टाइम वेस्ट करना आ गए. मुझे ना एक चीज देखनी है. यहाँ पे कोई पक्का मिशन है नहीं क्या? कोई भी मिशन नहीं है क्या था यहाँ पे? हैं? तो आप ये आई क्यों नहीं मेरे पास? क्या कर एक्स्ट्रा मेहनत करनी पड़ेगी. क्या कलेक्ट करना? मैं ऑफलाइन ग्राइंडिंग करूंगा. मैं पहले ये कलेक्ट करने की. लाइट भाग गई. आ गई लाइट भाग गई. पूछ रहे वो लाइट भाग रही है क्या? मम्मी लाइट भाग गई क्या? चलो भैया बंद कर रहे हैं.